morning everyone, this is Umair Hamid and welcome to my channel. So I said in my previous video that I'm going to make another video about how to vlog from your phone. So I have recently bought a new phone and I needed one. This is Samsung S20 Plus, and this was like, I wanted to go for the Ultra, but it was a little bit out of my budget, so that's why I didn't go for it, and I bought this one, and it works perfectly fine for me. To be honest, I was using S9 Plus for past 2 years. The camera quality is like okay. Usually I use these cameras where they are specially designed for different kind of photography and videography, such as this lens that I'm using right now is a wide angle lens, and then I have my go-to lens, which is like Tamron 28-75 f2.8, and then I have 85mm Sony 1.8 which I normally use for my portraits. So that's what I use. But sometimes when I don't have my camera, because of course you need to have a lot of equipments with it, and I cannot carry it around, but sometimes I use my phone for that. And right now this phone, Samsung S20 Plus, fulfills all the requirement. People who just want to start their channel and they just want to start their YouTube career with vlogging, they can definitely use this phone, and I have few examples to show. So right now I'm using live focus video mode, where it gives me like a shallow depth of field kind of effect, and if I see it, it's pretty awesome, and the color saturation is really good. I feel really good. I'm getting very good colors, and it's adjusting it by itself. So the people who do not want to get into hassle of buying a camera and different lenses, I think this phone is quite okay. And I have no external mic right now. I'm just holding in my hand this phone and using the mic which is built in, and I think it's pretty awesome. Now I'm gonna test the normal video without live focus. So this is the normal video result, normal video test, and I'm walking and holding in my hand. I don't know if I feel there's a little bit of a, what do you say, jerk or something, but I think overall it's fine. I mean, if you want to vlog with this phone, it's fine. And now I am going to try some other things, and I will show you guys those things. It's pretty windy, I'm sorry for that, but I just wanted to make this video. It's always windy here in autumn season in Sweden, so I'm sorry for that, but I hope you get my sound. Basically it have 4 cameras, and it have a wide angle lens, it have a normal, and then it have like a tele lens where it zooms all the way in, and I can show you in some of the videos that I've shoot for you guys for the example, like that you can see that how it works. And there are like different modes that I'm going to go through it. For example, if we take the front camera, it have the normal mode, and then it have like a live focus, which is kind of a portrait mode, and you can have video and photos with both in portrait and normal mode as well. And both the menus are for example, if you want to have a time lapse from front side, from the front camera, you can do that, as well as you can do it from the back camera. The menu for both of the cameras are same. Before I didn't have the option to make a time lapse from front camera, but right now I can do it from front camera as well. So about time lapse, it doesn't have a time lapse, it have a hyperlapse function, which have two modes. One is without stabilization, and one is with stabilization. So there are a few examples. For example, this one is without stabilization, and this one is with stabilization, and you can see the difference, that how stable this video is. You don't need to have a gimbal in order to shoot any kind of like a time lapse or a hyperlapse for that matter, if you want to have to make these kind of videos. And there is one very cool feature that I saw, which is in both front and rear camera, that you can use the pro version of video recording, where you have access to a couple of different options. For example, the one that I liked the most was that you can adjust the mic, that which kind of a mic do you want. It has 3 mics: Omni, front and back. I can show you the results of it. So right now I'm shooting with Pro Video mode, and the setting of the mics that I have chose is Omni, from which like it can take sound from around everywhere. It's not front or back. It's picking up sound from everywhere. So I'm gonna test the other one, which is from the front. So I've selected the one with the front mic, and I'm gonna test it when I'm gonna go into the editing, and I'm gonna check it out like how that sounds. So I'm facing toward the camera, but the mic position is from the back. So it's a very intelligent thing that Samsung have provided to content creators like us, that we can choose between different options in order to make different contents, and that's what I think is more impressive. In a sense, like I think it's very impressive that we have such abilities to choose as a content creator. It does have a panorama mode where you can shoot a panorama and a 360 as well. It depends upon either you want to shoot a panorama or a 360 of any certain photo that you want to have. Then I'm not really fan of night mode in this camera. I have took some pictures and have some videos which are not that good, to be honest, and I can show you some. For example, this one is a photo that I have took in a night, and it's very grainy. It's not like that sharp, but it's like just fine, and the video is also okay. And I'm not really a fan of shooting at night. Even with these cameras, I'm really afraid of like shooting at night. These cameras are really good, like the Sony that I have, it can go up to 25,000 ISO, but the grain and everything, it's like too much for me. I just don't want to do that, except for time lapses, because then you can control the aperture and the shutter speed, and you can have like some really nice photos and like time lapses and something like that from these phones. But from mobile phone, I don't think so. But if you make a video or something like that from front camera, it does have a really good front camera. And there are a few pictures that I can show you right now of this, which I take in a portrait mode, and that mode is really great, and the color saturation that I get in this phone is really good. And these pictures and videos which I'm showing you right now, it's straight out of my phone. I have not edited them. They are not color graded at all, so they are the straight plain coming from my phone directly. The zoom of this camera is really good, but at the end of the day, when you zoom like way down, then the pixel burst up, and that's not very good. But the wide angle lens is also really good, but it have like this kind of fish eye kind of effect where you see that it's like bending toward the corner. So, and that's a little bit weird, but other than that, it's fine. It works fine, because when you need a wide angle lens in order to shoot a video of yourself while you're talking, or you want to show something else when you're vlogging or something, that it comes really handy in that. But when you move around this camera during the wide lens, so it's gonna give you a little bit of a fish eye kind of effect. So overall, I think the people who wants to start vlogging with the phone, this phone is really good for now in the market. I don't have iPhone 12 right now, because it's not available here in Sweden. It's gonna be available around like 10th or 13th of the November. So I'm gonna test that one as well, but that's really expensive. And this one, I think I got it really economical, because I got it on installments, and I pay like almost $20. Yeah, $20 a month. So it's not that expensive, to be honest. I really like this phone. It's good in size. Like I can like hold it at the color screen and everything. It's really good. And the one thing that I'm annoyed from this phone is it's this camera. So here, like before I didn't had it like the full screen was covered. It was hide in the screen, but now like there was a small spot, but still it's not covering that much. So I will highly recommend you guys to try this phone out if you want to start, and if you think that you can you want to make a content, even not for YouTube, for TikTok, for Instagram as well. This phone is really comes handy, and it's not that expensive, to be honest. So you can start your YouTube, Instagram or TikTok career just right now. So do try it, and if you like my video, give the thumbs up, subscribe if you want to. I will come up with the next video with something interesting and something more valuable to you. Until then, Umair Hamid signing off. Bye.